Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. If you can figure out, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And okay, let's talk.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that's wrong!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? It was covered in blood.
And the wound on the victim's head, as you...
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Unsure.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, there's just no proof.
So, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The culprit is Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong. I might know one reason he could.
What?
I found this file. I guess it's some kind of confidential.
What? The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So, more importantly, the first is that a bloody.
No.
But more
Never made public.
Why don't you?
I got it! Apparently, other than the killer,
However, Chihiro is most So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer. It's because the culprit in this case. No, fuck.
You're saying
Yes. In fact,
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity.
What? Hey, okay, Toko has like lotophobia or whatever, remember?
Is Toko Genocide Jack?
Another riddle.
understand? Is it because Genocide Jack... I got
Do you really expect any
of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong! Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference.
Uh-oh! Well then, human! I murder with passion. I consider myself a professional. Imagine you go to a...
Let me rephrase that. There are two clear differences between the genocide. I got it! For one, in the Genocide Jack murders, according to the case file, they were... But Chihiro died from a... Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills and there's more?
That's right! In my then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing... So, are you...
I got it! Do you remember what they used some kind of rope to hang her?
What is your...
Well, in all the specifically, pairs of...
And guess what?
I got it! Here's my answer! Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to... Plus, you've already looked through the...
Then the reason he pushed the theory because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and see...
I see. Then I must ask, when would you say
The way you were acting... You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. The victim was Chihiro.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker...
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong! I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because...
I see. That's a good answer. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. What's the matter? You're not finished.
There is.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden.
Hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same... But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya,
I'd never seen that.
That rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong! Actually, I'm pretty sure... I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
What kind of question is that? She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, along with the rest of the murder scene.
That was awfully...
I believe I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is... Shoot! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
She must have hacked her e-handbook. Shoot!
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't... She used the thing... Huh?
I'm talking about
Leon's handbook, of course.
No, it's wrong! No, I don't think...
Why not? Oh. Well, then, yeah,
The girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom!
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Makes sense.
So, Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who
Did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Shoot! Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone's...
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah. All we need...
It's over! You want to know who saw the killer! And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn them. Game over, man!
Yeah! No! Not game over! Isn't there a single clue?
Did nobody get...
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah. All we...
It's over! You want to know who saw the killer! And only the...
No, that's wrong!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just... First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was all...
So next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one that...
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
My tracksuit is black.
I don't... Cause exercising...
I have a white track. I got it from the...
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
First of all, he was on his way. So next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Shoot! First of all, he was on his way. So next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, the killer was wearing the same blue...
No, that's wrong! Hold on a second, Mondo.
Huh?
And
I got it!
You already told us before that the handbook
Sure, but... That it...
Here's my answer.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right.
The fuck is that supposed to?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right!
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yeah?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, there is a rule about loaning your handbook to another. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no, as such, I decree that exchange...
Well, Mondo, I'm happy to admit I made...
Son of a... What's wrong, bro? You are wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back that way? Everything... killer is you! The killer is you! Here's exactly what happened. I refuse to give up yet! Here's exactly what happened. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! I refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it! If my thinking so far, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check once we do that.
You don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it.
Bro! What are you saying?
What?
Danganronpa.
Thrills, chills, kills! Well?
Danganronpa.